Hello, and welcome to Blue Lake Fine Arts Camp in beautiful Twin Lake, Michigan. My name is Scott Lang. I am the president of the board of directors for the Pigeon Creek Shakespeare Company. Pigeon Creek is Michigan's only year-round professional touring Shakespeare company. And on our tour this summer, we are coming to this performance space, the Rose, which is a recreation of an Elizabethan playhouse. In the United States, there's fewer than 10 of these, so we are fortunate to have this in our community, and Pigeon Creek is extremely grateful to get to perform here. Our next upcoming performance is on June 4th at 2 p.m., which is a Saturday, and we are doing a production of As You Like It. We're here today to see a preview scene from that play. The scene you're about to see has the heroine of the play in it, Rosalind. Rosalind has been banished from the court by the Duke, who is her uncle, and she's escaped to the forest with her cousin, Celia. Now, they are both in disguise, Celia as a local country girl and Rosalind as a boy. While in the forest, they have discovered something strange. Attached to the trees in the forest are poetry, love poems, written by someone who seems to be in love with Rosalind.
From the east to western Ind, no jewel is like Rosalind. Her worth being mounted on the wind, through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest lined are but black to Rosalind. Let no fair be kept in mind, but the fair of Rosalind. Peace. Here comes my cousin reading.
Why should this a desert be? For it is unpeopled? No. Tongues I'll hang on every tree that shall civil sayings show. Somehow brief the life of man runs his erring pilgrimage, that the stretching of a span buckles in his sum of age. Some of violated vows twixt the soul of friend and friend, but upon the fairest boughs, or at every sentence end, will I Rosalinda write, teaching all that read to know the quintessence of every sprite heaven would in little show. Helen's face, but not her heart. Cleopatra's majesty, Atalanta's better part, sad Lucretia's modesty. Thus Rosalind, of many parts, by heavenly synod was devised, of many faces, eyes, and hearts, to have the touches dearest prized. Heaven would that she these gifts should have, and I to live and die her slave.
Oh, most gentle pulpiter, what tedious homily of love. Have you wearied your parishioners withal and never cried, have patience, good people?
Didst thou hear these verses?
I heard them and more, for some of them had in them more feet than the verses could bear.
Oh, that's no matter. The feet might bear the verses.
Aye, but the feet were lame and could not bear themselves without the verse, and therefore stood lamely in the verse.
But didst thou hear, without wondering, how thy name should be hanged and carved upon the trees?
I was 7 out of the 9 days out of wonder before you came, for look you, what I found upon a palm tree.
Trow you who hath done this?
Is it a man?
And a chain that you once wore about his neck change you color?
Nay, in faith, cause, prithee, who?
Lord, it is a hard matter for friends to meet, but mountains may be removed with earthquakes and so encounter.
Nay, but who is it?
Is it possible?
I prithee now with most petitionary vehemence, tell me who it is.
Oh, wonderful, and most wonderful, and yet again wonderful, and after that, out of all hooping.
Good my complexion! Dost thou think, though I am caparisoned like a man, that I have a doublet and hose in my disposition? I would thou couldst stammer, that thou mightst pour this concealed man from thy mouth as wine comes out of a narrow-mouthed bottle, either too much at once or none at all. I prithee take the cork out of thy mouth, that I may drink thy tidings.
So you may put a man in your belly?
Oh, is he of God's making? What manner of man? Is his head worth a hat, or his chin worth a beard?
Nay, he hath but a little beard.
Well, God will send more if the man will be thankful. Let me stay the growth of his beard, if thou deny me not the knowledge of his chin.
It is young. Orlando, that tripped up the wrestler's heels and your heart both in an instant.
Nay, speak. Sad brow and true maid.
Faith, 'cause 'tis he.
Orlando?
Orlando!
That's the day! What shall I do with my doublet and hose?
Ooh.
What did he when thou sawest him? What said he? How looked he? Wherein went he? What makes he here? Did he ask for me? How parted he with thee? And when thou see him again, answer me in one word.
You must bar me Gargantua's mouth first. 'Tis a word too great for any mouth of this age's size. To say aye and no to these particulars is more than to answer in a catechism.
But does he know that I am within this wood? And dressed in man's apparel? Looks he as freshly as he did the day he wrestled?
It is as easy to count atomies as to resolve the propositions of a lover. But take a taste of my finding him and relish it with good observance. I found him under a tree like a dropped acorn.
It might well be called Jove's tree when it drops forth such fruit.
Give me audience, good madam.
Proceed.
There lay he, stretched along like a wounded knight.
So 'twere pity to see such a sight, it well becomes the ground.
Cry holla to thy tongue, I prithee. It curvets unseasonably. He was furnished like a hunter.
Oh, ominous! He comes to kill my heart!
I would sing my song without a burden. Thou bringst me out of tune.
Do you not know I am a woman? When I think, I must speak. Sweet, say on.
You bring me out. Soft. Comes he not here?
Oh, 'tis he, swing by and note him.
We hope you've enjoyed this preview scene from As You Like It. We hope you can join us on Saturday, June 4th at 2 p.m. at the Rose Theater at Blue Lake Fine Arts Camp in Twin Lake, Michigan. For ticket information, you can go to www.bluelake.org.